Okay, I'm going to be working in the garden today. It is not as hot today, and it seems like my allergies won't be as bad. That's why I chose today. And plus, we're going to be planting soon. And so I want to collect some of these herbs and weeds that we normally think are garbage, but they're not. They're so medicinal. So I'm going to save a bunch of them today, dry them out to have for teas and different things. You can make tinctures out of them. I just like having them. And so I see that a lot of the dandelion is already going to seed. That's when, you know, when you would pick them and blow them as a kid, right? That's really the seeds that are able to spread. My son and I did pick dandelions together like a week ago. And I was on the phone talking one day and I was separating the dandelions and putting them out on a drying rack. And I wasn't even thinking because I was on the phone and I rubbed my eyes. I had a crazy allergic reaction. My face was draining. I had to take another shower. So my husband threw away all of my work because he says, I don't want you dying. But once I get a little better, I'll be able to drink it and not have a problem. And so you can see like this bed right now. Hi. Shh. Okay, quiet. You can see some of my beds are cleaned out and some are not. My son wanted to make money, so we are paying him $3 a bed to pull up all of the weeds. Go, go, go. You're so loud. And I told him to leave this bed here and a few beds because I want to get the herbs before he does so. And it's starting to rain, of course, but you know what? It keeps the pollen and allergies down. I brought my gloves with me because I was going to weed the rest of the beds, and my son said, please don't let me weed them because he wants to make the money. So I will allow him to do that. I probably should just use these anyway while I take down some herbs, because even when you wash your hands, there's still remnants of them. And so it's so easy, guys, to forage in your backyard. One thing I do is I use a plant app. So my son and I will go around. Obviously, you need to make sure, don't just eat anything unless you're positive, because we have a bunch of goldenrod too, and there's also a lot of poisonous lookalikes. So you want to make sure you definitely know what you're harvesting, whether it is goldenrod. I forgot the name of the lookalike, but it's just so simple, like dandelions, right? You know how much money I spent on dandelion tea for years? Traditional medicinals, I mean, they're $5, sometimes more. You can find at Walmart or other places online. Hawks are out. Oh, see, my girl, man, she's on it. Good job, Gemma. And now the rooster is warning everybody. Look at the ecosystem. Look at how everybody works together. Great job, Gemma. I see it flying off. Good girl. Anyway, you don't need to pay for all of that. The amount that we pay for, so I'm just going to cut these. And I'm going to harvest them so you can make these into tea. You can make them into tinctures, so many different things. I don't know how you say the word, salve, whatever it is. You can make those as well to rub on your body depending on what kind it is. So I'm going to do a bunch of these. The root is very good too. A lot of people, an alternative to coffee is dandelion root that they use. So if you pull up, the root is actually really long. It's kind of hard to get to the total bottom of it. But I have been watching my chickens. They have been eating the flowers, which is so amazing because that is helping them have strong livers, detoxify. If they have worms or anything going on in the body, I'm like, look at how smart that they know to come and eat. And we have so many bumblebees here, which is great. So I'm going to do a bunch of these. I'm also, if you can see the little purple flowers, the ivy, I'm going to grab a bunch of that as well. Some nettle we have, chickweed. There's so much going on here that you would just think, most people think to throw away. And so, you know, there's so much we have going on. If you've been watching my other videos, we're trying to get 2 flocks to come in together as one, which has been difficult. My newest flock, my medium flock that you guys have seen, we raised from chicks, right? So we're able to handle them, but they had sent me an extra rooster by accident. It was supposed to be a hen. So we have 2 roosters in that flock. It's really not good to have so many roosters to hens. You really need 1 rooster for like 12 hens. And so that's basically what we had. in that coop. And so what happens is it's really bad for the girls to be mounted that much. It can mess with their organs. They start losing their feathers, and it's really not fair to them. And so those two roosters, I have the front coop as well that you've seen. Those ones we did not have from chicks. We had bought from a guy that was moving. We took them on. They were laying, all of that. They've learned to trust us now. That also came with two roosters. And so the extra rooster was attacking us constantly. It's usually like the one that's like lesser on the totem pole, has nothing better to do. And so he was attacking my son so much. So we had to get rid of that rooster. And what happened was immediately the next day, there was so much more peace in the flock. We actually had 3 roosters up here. We had to get rid of one of them recently. And honestly, I would have let him live, but he also kept attacking and almost got my son's eyes several times. So that was it for me. Plus, we didn't need 3 roosters in that coop. So he was gone. Anyway, today, my husband just had to take care of the second rooster, and he knew exactly which one it was because it continuously attacks him. I have many videos. Maybe I'll clip it in here of that rooster attacking him. I think we know which one it is. Look at it. And so, of course, my son loves him even though he's getting attacked, but these are like hard decisions that we have to make on the farm, right? Because you want peace, you want cohesiveness. And so, anyway, my husband had to do that because now we're trying to introduce this flock with my front flock together in our brand new coop. And that's not easy because the front ones not that they don't trust us, but they haven't been handled. And so it's been hard to get them in. And so when we finally did get them in, which I will put a video up, I don't know how much I'm going to share. When we finally did get them in, the rooster from here, because we only allowed the one in with him that we were going to keep, and the rooster from the front were fighting. The one in front is just so docile, so helpless, and the one up here is not. And so he was fighting till the death. And so I couldn't even take the screaming of the front rooster anymore. I know with hens, you let them fight it out until they figure out the pecking order. A lot of times when you introduce roosters, they fight till the death. Uh-oh.
Should I get him?
No.
Hush.
It's very hard to introduce roosters that did not grow up together. And so I don't know I'm in a pickle right now. I don't know what I'm going to do because I love this front one. Is he as tough and able to protect the girls? I don't know. I mean, I guess he has been protecting them now, but when this rooster came along, he was a sissy, right? And so I'm like, is he going to protect them? If a hawk comes, I don't know. But I love this one because he's so sweet. He's such a good rooster. Like, he constantly calls them over for food. He's very gentle. He's a well-summer, and they are known for being very gentle and docile. And so, my husband isn't like me. He's practical. And so he doesn't want the front rooster because it's making his life harder because we still have to, oh man, this rain is coming down, but it feels nice. Because we, right now, are still having trouble getting them together. And I don't want to kill him because I love him. It's like, is that even fair? He's done his job so well in that sense. But what do you do when you can't get the roosters to get along? Why don't you share with me what you guys think, right? Oh, I just feel horrible. And of course, I wanted to cry the other day. So anyway, when we did have them in together, that rooster attacked him so bad that then he was hiding out in the laying boxes. Okay. And he was bleeding horribly. So I was like, that's it, I'm calling it quits. And we pulled out the attacking rooster because that one, the one who's hurt, couldn't even catch his breath. And now I'm like, oh my God, I can't watch him die. Here I finally get him to trust me, get him in the coop, and I throw him into the fire. And so I know this is normal stuff that people have to deal with. Most people will just be like, it is what it is if he kills him. my husband would say, like, you know, that's kind of life and what happens. But me, I'm like, I cannot do that to him. It is not fair. So there was no successful introduction with the rooster in the back. He was so bloody, and the other rooster would not relent. So we actually just took him out because we have to decide what we're going to do with this rooster because, I mean, he's not as tough, but he's so sweet. We can't catch him, but he is sweet and friendly. The other one we can catch. It doesn't attack us, but... and it's probably tougher to protect all of these ladies. It's just hard, man, making a decision like that. It's like, what do you do? And this is the first time they're all together, so that front flock is actually... oh, hi, Mama. Almost all of them are up here, staying away from trouble. This one, she doesn't care. She's holding her own, fighting them off. But I just feel terrible for the rooster. We had to just stop and separate. He was pouring blood from his head. And I just could not watch him get killed to death because that other one wouldn't give up. Okay, so here are our roosters. These are two speckled Sussex roosters that grew up together, so that's why they get along. Obviously, we know one is the top dog, which is this. This one is not, and so he is always attacking us, especially my husband. So he's not going to stay with us. We're going to keep him. This guy doesn't even have any battle wounds on him. I think there's dried blood from maybe fighting with this one. The other one was just about to die, basically. And he's tough, man. He was on top of him. He's not even sweating. He knew, you know, who was boss. I feel bad because I like the other one, but we could pick this one up. He's easy to manage. He's strong. He will protect the girls. You know, those things are important. It doesn't always matter if they're super kind and friendly, especially when you have two. So you got to make a wise decision. Ugh, but man, it's hard to make decisions like that. What to do with the other rooster. And so it's like, do you how do I say this? Do you get rid of him so he doesn't die from, wow, you want to show it on camera? So my husband had to take care of the one.
Call him.
Maybe you should even walk that way a little.
Come on, girls. Come on. Come on. Come on. Treat, treat.
Just walk back that way.
Yeah, I don't want to say.
Job.
Just not over my herbs. Go back over here.
This is a real quick butcher job. Nothing pretty.
Yeah.
Babe, do you want me to butcher it up?
However you want.
Like I could take all the meat off and throw away all the bones so that she has nothing but meat.
And then I'll cook the bones for her because, make some broth for her to put over the food.
Oh, then it's just easier for you to cook the whole thing.
Okay.
And then you can pull it off.
Yeah, that's better actually.
Okay.
If it's gutted, perfect. So it's like, do you take out the rooster because they're not going to be in harmony? Or do you allow nature to take its course by putting them in there together? But I just know he's scared and screaming, and I know he's not going to win, right? And that one doesn't, even though he's submitting, the other one wouldn't give up. A lot of times, like, they'll submit and be like, all right, I'm head dog. So, we get what it is. He'll stay back. But that one would not give up. And then it's like, or do you let it go on to see if maybe there is a chance that they can get along, but there's so many factors. Oh, so I have to pray. It's not easy, guys. So anyway, I'm going to take all these, I'm going to dry them out. I think it's raining too hard. I don't want everything so wet in the house, so I'm going to wait a few minutes. So the girls are hiding under the table from the rain. And they were watching my husband, who's moving this coop. And so actually where that back rooster is right there, we have the patch of where the coop was sitting, which will be extremely fertile and good soil. So we can plant something there, maybe. Why let that go to waste? I might throw some corn or something in the ground for fun. And as you can see, one of the roosters that lived with all these ladies is gone. And they're actually behaving okay. When we took out the one gray rooster, I don't know if you see this little gray girl, I felt so bad because she kept calling out for him. But honestly, the one that was just taken out ended up being more of a nuisance because he just was so rough with these ladies, and just that extra add-on, that's really their main guy. So you can see that none of them are really missing him. But oh my gosh, is it sad when they actually lose one. Chickens really are emotional and they have feelings too, and you see that. Oh, so I just realized that the rooster was missing all the ladies, and I said, is he fighting with the front guy? Yes, he is. And I'm kind of just gonna let them fight and see what happens if one submits, at least while the rooster can get away. At least my front rooster, the red one, so he's not attacked and killed in the coop. So maybe they can get out some of their anger right here. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Neither of them is refusing to give up, although I think the brown is stronger. Look at my fat boy running. Oh, oh no. He's so cute. That's why I love him. His run is so cute. Who's giving up? Okay, so we're trying to, because we're trying to integrate these chickens, we're trying to feed them together. And I will tell you, the silver lace Wyandottes, which are these two right here, are the toughest chicks on this farm, tougher than the roosters. And so they don't care who's coming around. They will, they'll get some food. Come on. Look at my shepherd husband saying, you guys gotta get some. Here you go. Good boy. See? Okay, look, he's a, what are you doing, bud? There's the two roosters. What are they gonna do? But you see how he'll go out of the way because he knows that one will beat him up?
Like, I submit.
That's what it sounds like. Oh my gosh. Seriously? It's okay. Look, they're like, uh-oh.
Roosters, NBA.
No. Oh, okay. We got to figure out something where one submits and finally says, all right, let me just be in the background. Okay, so I've been talking to you guys about what do I do with my two roosters. Oh, gosh, and now they're fighting each other, which I'm happier. Not that I like them fighting, but now that they're outside and one can escape and they're not stuck in a cage together. At least this is my red guy. At least he's holding his own, even though he submits a lot more. And so we put, hi mama, we put all the food together to let them get together to start getting used to each other, so we have kind of a mixture. This is mostly the bottom flock, but they were all together. And so these two just started fighting again. She's tougher than I thought, my little girl. Usually there's a lot of blood when the roosters fight. But I just pray, Lord, please help one submit, help them get along. It's not easy for my heart. And you may think it's horrible to have them do this, but this is what would happen in nature. And one animal usually submits. Lions, whatever it is. Roosters too. But I'm hoping they can come to a place of agreement. Right, babe? Because my husband doesn't want to deal with two coops and two roosters if they can't get along. And look, these are the girls that don't trust us or don't let us pick them up, and they're actually eating out of my husband's hand right now, which is amazing. I mean, the black and whites, those are silver lace Wyandottes, are so confident.
Give up, and then the red guy just came back up.
Well, he's giving it a, you know, I'm proud of him for trying, because that was scary in the coop. Oh, And he's heavier. So he's tired. What do you do? I missed it. What happened? So what's going to happen here? See, Big Red lost. Big Red is in the back further. Is he giving up? Is he surrendering? Looks like it because he's walking away. If that's sad, it's kind of like I gave up my ladies when you walk away. Look at him, all sad back there. I know, you're a tough guy. I know. You're a tough guy. I'm gonna see if he makes the noise again. Oh man, seriously? He's making the call for his buddy that is no longer with us.
These guys are my favorite.
Something's got to give. I want to know what that noise means.
I'm whispering in his ear.
It's a she. Leave her. Oh, this eye got hurt. You can see from the front. Oh, he's calling the other one. I feel so bad because he's calling, looking for him, saying, "Where are you?" I feel bad for this guy because he had the other rooster with him. You hear him calling for him, saying, "Where are you?" Oh, that kind of stuff hurts my heart. So we have to keep teaching them where their coop is because now their old coop is missing. So at night, so chickens tuck themselves in. They literally go back into the coop. You don't even need to do anything, but we have to right now until they get used to this one and know where to go in at night, and then we can shut the door. So that's another thing in chicken keeping. People are like, how am I going to catch my chickens? And you may not even be able to, but they'll go back to their home, and usually early enough because the predators come out. And so they want to be sleeping before then. Get in there. Okay, so we just got them in for the night. Oh, my husband has one chicken out that was hiding from him, so now he's chasing her, trying to get her in. Last one. Just open the door. Anyway, follow along to see more.